Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to this edition of Tag Team. I'm your host, Caesar Scorpio, alongside the Invincible E. Vincent. And this week, we'll be going over on our Friday edition, TNA Impact, also the build-up to Lockdown here on April 17th, and 3 the Hard Way by Invincible E. So let's get started without delay on what happened here on this week on Impact. Now, it all started off with Christopher Daniels acknowledging that he wants to join Immortal here on Lockdown to do some vengeance here for his buddy AJ Styles. So what do you think is going to happen with that? And is he going to be a member of the Fortune before Lockdown?
Good question. I think he's going to play it straight. I think he's going to actually, go ahead and stand in there for AJ Styles. Over the long haul, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. I believe he's probably just going to be keeping the seat warm until AJ Styles.
Yeah, he says that it's the network, Dixie Carter, saying that it needs to be on television. They want him there. Hogan acknowledges that, but they don't think he's worthy of being there. He proved a little bit here on this edition of Impact this past Thursday, but we'll see what happens here in the build-up next week. Now, Billy Ray making some noise again, stating here to Christopher Daniels, some smack talk going on. I like the way Billy Ray's going with this. Yeah. He's got the ball. He's running with it as a singles guy. Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
Billy Ray's really sort of distinguished himself since the split between him and Devon. Mm-hmm. He's been getting in the ring. He has the mic skills down pat. Talks smack very, very well. And once it's time to get smacked up like the heel he is, he plays that part like perfectly. So.
I mean, look what he did to AJ Styles. I mean, that was a sweet move from that top. So, I mean, he sells out. He's got mic skills. It looks like he's going in the right direction. Mexican America, Sarita and Rosita defeat Velvet Sky and Angelina Love when Winter gives her the kill sign and
magic power
goes to town with her. Yeah. Now, I mean, we saw backstage when she was drinking out of a Dixie cup. Hey. So, what do you think is going to happen next week? Is this going to come to a point here next week, or do you think there's still going to be some more build-up on this? I mean, it's getting old fast. Yeah. There's got to be somewhere where this comes to an end. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to come to an end at Lockdown. There's going to be some more build-up between now and then, the next show before Lockdown takes place.
What? Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion Velvet Sky is probably going to finally find out or figure out what's going on. But the true ending probably won't happen until Lockdown. So.
All right. Now, staying here with the Knockout division, we did see on this edition of Impact where Madison Reigns decides to run over Mickie James with Tara's help and then leave her for dead. So, leads to the question here. I mean, this Madison Reigns with Mickie James is not, to the excitement where the Velvet Sky, Winter things going on there. That's a lot more entertaining to me, it seems like. But I'm going to ask you the question. Not what's more entertaining. What's hotter? Madison Reigns, Mickie James, and Tara? Or Velvet Sky, Winter, and Sarita and Rosita?
The situation between Velvet Sky, Winter, and Angelina Love seems to be generating more heat. There's more, seems to be more going on there than the situation with Madison Reigns and Mickie James. The situation with Madison Reigns and Mickie James, the friction that's supposed to be there seems to have come out of nowhere. So I put money on the beautiful people.
Yeah, beautiful people. Let the pigeons out.
Let the pigeons
nice. Out. I like it. All right. Now we did see a little glimpse here of Suicide on this edition of Impact. Who's Suicide?
No idea. Couldn't make him out with the mask on.
Any suspicions?
I do know Caval got released from WWE last year. Don't know what he's doing these days.
It doesn't really look like it's Caval or Kilo, as he's known also. He doesn't look like he really has the moves that Caval Kilo has. So we'll see what it ends up being. If there's any updates, again, you'll see him on UnifiedWrestling.com. But it's interesting to see this guy. He keeps coming in once in a while. That mask's pretty sick. I like the mask. I like the style. So he's in the Division X. We'll see where it goes from there. Any updates, we'll let you guys know. Now, what happened here also on this edition of Impact is RVD, leaving these notes, as you mentioned here before, go ahead and attacks Mr. Anderson. But Mr. Anderson goes into Hogan's office and says, look, I'm tired of getting beat up. Please make me the referee for the fight against Sting and RVD. RVD didn't know. RVD surprised to see that he's wearing the pinstripes. in the ring when his match with Sting comes along, and ends up having Mr. Anderson's help. Now, without that being said, Mr. Anderson double crosses Hulk Hogan after it looked like he was going to be a member of Immortal. Now, I don't know about you, E, but that looked like a golden opportunity to mix things up, make things a little bit more interesting. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that would have been a nice, sharp right-hand turn to Anderson going into Immortal. That's too much power on that one side of the table.
Oh, man, he's been shaking just thinking about it. That would have been awesome.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If Anderson had gone into Immortal, Anderson would have taken over Immortal because that's the kind of guy he is. So, couldn't have
just a little bit more drama there. I mean, it
would have
what's
been a
wrong
lot
with
of drama.
that? I mean, having him in Immortal, you can't have a three-headed dragon, and he's that type of guy. He's a leader. He doesn't like to be a follower. So, I mean, it would have been nice just maybe a 2-month ride or something like that, but they didn't go with it. There's still more to be done on that, of course, before lockdown. There's one more Impact before that is done. So, we'll see where it goes from there. But, I mean, that was close but no cigar. A little bit disappointing there.
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett here with some more drama with Kurt Angle. This is getting really old fast. Looks like it's going to come to head coming on this edition of Lockdown.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know how Kurt Angle could win this match when Jeff Jarrett broke the world record for exiting a steel cage in record time.
Exactly. Jeff Jarrett tonight proved, or Thursday night proved, that he's pretty much the fastest person who's ever gotten out of a steel cage ever in life. So it's going to be what happened was Jeff Jarrett the construction of the cage was taking place. Jeff Jarrett was making a speech. Karen was supposed to come out, and at the last moment before they closed the cage up, Kurt Angle came in on a zip line, boxed him in, and Jeff Jarrett saw no way out rather than shaking and baking and then going up the steel cage as fast as possible. So I see no way that Kurt Angle could possibly win that part of the match.
No, they got to do something bad. They got to put a roof on that thing or something. Yeah, exactly. The only way to get out is by pinfall or submission. Because if you're able to get out of the cage, I don't see anybody beating Jeff Jarrett in that. No, there's no way.
Not at all.
All right, that does it for our Impact information here on this edition of Friday's Tag Team. Now, before we get out of here, we want to make sure we go over the 3 the hard way from Invincible E. What do you got for us this week, E?
Okay, going from 3 to 1. We're going to do it a little bit different today. Rather than bad things happen, I'm going to go. The first one is going to be the biggest surprise of the week. Again, I have to go back to the Snooki. Shocked everybody. Nobody had any idea that she had any moves at all. So she came up with the finisher. Double flip, followed by a body press. Got nothing bad to say about that.
Looks like she's got skills. Now, it was said on Unified Wrestling that she did acknowledge that she wanted to be a diva after her career with Jersey Shore was over. But she has retracted that comment recently, stating that she wants to seek out other projects once Jersey Shore is completed, much like JWoww is doing here, the spin-off from Jersey Shore. So whether or not she's going to be a diva eventually, we'll see. She looks pretty young, so I mean, there's still a long future for her. We'll see what happens.
Can't be mad at that. Biggest disappointment for this week would have been the last match of WrestleMania between John Cena and The Miz. Expected to see more participation by The Rock, even though The Rock did get involved right at the very end.
Yeah.
But that sort of leads to he sort of made up for it the next day on Raw. But that
how did he make up for it?
Well, by coming out and first of all the pseudo match between him and John Cena, while they were talking about setting up the second biggest disappointment of the week. When the core came out,
how did he make up for it though?
He was supposed to make up for it when the core jumped in.
He didn't make up for it.
He was supposed to make up for it.
He didn't.
He didn't make up for it.
Oh man.
When the core showed up, him and Cena dealt with him, but when they announced that they were going to have the match at WrestleMania 28 in a year,
this is the beef I have with The Rock. All right, first off, at WrestleMania, he tries to beat up on 2 half-dead guys. All right, after The Miz got this concussion, which is a real deal, by the way. If you didn't see it, you got to check that out. And then Cena, half-dead too, goes in there and does the people's elbow on him. Then he comes in the next day and says, "Oh yeah, we'll throw down." After Cena says, "Let's go down right now. Let's throw down right now." "Oh yeah, wait. We'll throw down. Next year we'll throw down. Come on, Rock. Man, people are going to start calling you the Pebble after this.
Yeah.
Do
something, because you got to do something before next year. I mean, bottom line, you have to do something before next year. Nobody wants to wait a year to see this match. Okay, you were supposed to have it.
The Rock's fans from the millions are going to go into the thousands and into the hundreds if you keep postponing this stuff. Get in the ring, show what you got without half-dead guys. I mean, you did a little bit of that with the core, but I mean, that was the core. Come on. Get somebody good in the ring. Let's see what's going on.
Rinse a bad guy.
If you want to go to the core, one-on-one with Barry. Let's go. Throw it down. Just see what happens.
Something.
All right. What else you got?
That's it. Those are the 3.
That is 3. All right. Well, again, thank you very much, Chief, for those 3 the hard way. That's it for this week edition of Friday's Tag Team. Join us again next Tuesday when we go over what happened with Lucha Libre on Lucha Minute and WWE information.
Yeah.
From
that guy over there.
From Invincible E, Caesar Scorpio. I want to say thank you very much for watching. See you guys next time.
Take it easy.
That guy over there.